You know, I've always tried to encourage my children to be kind to people. When you go to school, try to be everybody's friend. You might not think that that person is your favorite person or that person today is having an off day, but treat people like they matter. You never know what they're going through. Always try your best to be a bridge builder and not a bridge burner. You never know who people will become in the future. You never know how God can open up doors of opportunities for you in the future through people because you chose to do what He tells us to do, which is to love people and treat them like they matter. You never know who people will become, so treat them like they matter today because you never know in the future the connections that can be made or how God can use those relationships because you chose to be somebody who actually values people. 1 Kings chapter 5, I was reading this morning. Solomon takes his rightful position on the throne in David's place, and he's the king of Israel, and he's setting out to build the temple of the Lord. God said that David couldn't build the temple because he was a man of war and of bloodshed. But if you go and read 1 Chronicles chapter 28, David actually has the blueprints to how the temple should be made, and he hands them to Solomon. But this petition comes to Solomon from the king of Tyre. And the king of Tyre says, man, I loved your father, Solomon. I loved David. And they end up developing a treaty. And the treaty is that the king of Tyre would bring over the cedars of Lebanon so that the temple of the Lord could be constructed. And then Solomon provides food, he provides meal, he provides oil, he provides all this stuff for the household of the king of Tyre. Think about this. This is David having a relationship with the king of Tyre and the goodness of that relationship spilling over generationally to actually provide in the purpose that God had ordained for Solomon to build his temple. God used that relationship to help bring and provide the things that were needed for Solomon to actually complete the vision that his father had for the temple, the purpose that God had ordained him for to build the temple. How valuable are our relationships? And we should be the type of people who have such a value for people that we don't throw them away because we differ in opinion. We don't throw them away just because we differ sometimes in perspective, but we find common ground and value for each other, where we learn to love people, love our neighbor as ourselves because we love God and we've given Him our whole heart. Let the love of God flow through us. Let's have great relationships because you never know how they could bless you or the generations that come from you. Think about it.